boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Make noise, be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup, da, dup.
Make noise, be boys.
Well, it's another one from the gutter one. Get a run and I'm troublesome. Extra double dumb, I come to beat him, defeat him, and mistreat him. So what if that I'm cheating? Everybody wanna sound grimy. I'ma show you how, come on, all in together now. Hell yeah, yeah, that's how it gotta be. So stop trying to be hot as me, cause you can't do that. Think about it, playing rush roulette with an automatic. I bet my ass against the lane, the last bullets first online. Tap a sip, I rep a rhyme, pack a weapon, wow. Peace to the niggas on Rikers out. Suffering up a jumping, but then like a chameleon. But bites of guy, oh my god, I'm so high. When they say around, they say I look like a gremlin. But what does it take to make a kid, make a million children? Slam, slam, slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Make noise, be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup, da, dup.
Yeah, I'm a b-boy, standing in my b-boy stance. Give me the microphone before I'm busting my pants. The man author of anguish, my language polluted. Onyx is heavyweight,
It's still undisputed.
the words that have my mouth, to walk a mile of my shoes. Pay so many dues, I feel used and abused, and I'm so confused. Excuse me, for example, I'm the inspiration of a whole generation. Just got them sticky fingers, it's the invitation. A figure of my imagination. Oh, waiting is worse. I'm not going down, so I'm dying of thirst. Coming through with the in a foolproof plan. So b-boys make some noise and just slam.
Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Make some noise, be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Let noise be boys. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Make some noise, be boys. Just slam.
Shout out to everybody. Happy Father's Day, man. Up in here, 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Special show, short show, quick show for all the fathers out there, man. Happy Father's Day for everybody out here in the world that's a father, man. We don't give the guys enough credit, man. Shout out to all the moms in the world, man. But, bro, listen, shout out to the fathers as well. We got to show them that type of love, man. Right away, man, the people that I know that are fathers, and I do have a show for you guys this morning, man. And shout out to my boy Kendall. He's a father. Shout out to my man popping bullets out there. That's a father. My bro, man, my right hand man, Ray Pabone out there is a father. My man Edge from the 704 Charlotte Bound Show is a father, and my man Kendall and popping bullets is from the Black Cat Panther podcast. Shout out to my man Dave and Rashad over at PNP. Both of those guys are fathers. My man, the professor over at C3, man, the Cat Chronicles, he's a father. And I'm naming all the fathers, man, from the podcast that I know of. I don't know if Pat Coltrane has kids. I don't think I've ever heard him say that he has kids. But, you know, I want to shout out everybody, man. If two fans in the stands, if any of those guys are fathers, shout out to those guys. Bad Daddy, CK, I know he's a father, and Bad Daddy from C3 is a father. Who am I leaving out, man? Who am I leaving out? I'm probably leaving out a lot of people, man, but shout out to everybody, all the podcasters out there that's doing their thing, that are fathers in this world, man. And today is a free-for-all show. So the link is already in the description. I'm going to talk about a couple of things this morning.
Someone was detected at
We're gonna get into Bryce Young and how he's coming along. We're gonna get into Canales, the head coach, man, and do we really is he really setting his team up for a major comeback? We're gonna get into some Cam Newton news that he had on his show 4th and 1, talking about different things on the show over there, and he. We'll get into that situation. We'll also get into the Panthers huddle. You know what I'm saying? They just had a recent special, and we're gonna talk about some things with that, man. But look, shout out to everybody that's in the chat already. Shout out to Bitchikins. She's in here. She said good morning. Shout out to Bitchikins. Antonio Mac Inaham, said, what's up, guys? Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you too, brother. So like, subscribe, and share the screen. Please do that. Elizabeth Lasser, happy Father's Day. Appreciate that. Elizabeth Lasser, I'm not a father yet, man. But, y'all keep me in prayer, and I will be at some point, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do want kids, but that's between my family and God, Flame for Jesus in the building. Shout out for Flame. He said, hello, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. My dad's funeral was yesterday. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Man, my condolences, bro. Still happy Father's Day to your father, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he buried his father yesterday, man. Oh, my God, man. I'm so sorry for that, man. Look, blessings to you and your family, man. I hope all is well. I hope a lot of guys and females piling here this morning. You know what I'm saying? I do have a show and a football message, you know what I'm saying? To bring to y'all, Elizabeth Lassiter, she said, my condolences, Flame for Jesus. My dad is in heaven too. Exactly. Shout out to Elizabeth Lassiter and shout out to her pops too, man. And Butcher said, hi, Flame. I'm sorry for your loss. Yo, what's good by Matt Lomas? What's up, bro? He said, happy Father's Day to all the fathers up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? These kids, I think the kids in this generation would be better if fathers was more present in their lives, especially the females, bro. Especially these young girls and a lot of the horrible guidance that they're receiving, especially in the African-American community. And, you know what I'm saying? We got to get better, man. You know what I'm saying? And it starts at home. Bro. It starts at the crib. Hey, look, man. So, Pat McAfee was on screen with sellout Herb Street. Yeah, I don't deal with him. I don't deal with Herb Street. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows. He tried to talk reckless about my Florida State Seminoles and how he's like we didn't deserve to be in the Final Four. He dead to me. You know what I'm saying? But look, let's listen in on this, and then I'm gonna give y'all my perspective of what this means to me and what it means to the Panthers. And they are discussing Bryce Young in terms of what people said he was gonna be in his first year, and what can he be, and how can Canales help him in his second year. Man, let's go.
Be pumped if Bryce Young has a much better year because of how bad it got last year. They were playing in front of 35 people at the end of that year last year. And then obviously all the semantics outside and of it, we had a cup thrown potentially from front of the program on a fan. I mean, you're talking full fan, first year head coach. See ya, everybody. I mean, that's a full show to start your career. Hopefully you'll be able to get back on track. And the boys will ask about
Canales. Not to go on that, but Canales is going to be a great fit for Bryce, just as far as relating to him, trying to find out what works for him, trying to build this thing around him. He did a great job with Bake last year in Tampa. I think that was a great hire, and I think because of what he's working with and the year that he's coming off of, Bryce Young, he's going to see some ghosts probably a little bit. Like Canales is a guy that's going to work on the psyche of the quarterback as much as the XOs. So I think that has a chance to really work out for him.
Okay, we'd like to see the Steph Curry of the NFL come to fruition down there in Carolina with Bryce Young. Obviously, the highlights at Alabama were phenomenal. Hoping to see some of those.
So, man, look, as you can see on Pat McAfee, look, I agree with him 100%. Pat McAfee is saying that, excuse me, all the stuff that, that was being said about Bryce Young last year, has not come to fruition. So now you guys are hearing, not just from Panther podcast and from people that you think disrespects Bryce Young, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you. As I'm listening to Pat McAfee, he didn't sound impressed either. You know what I'm saying? But on the other side of it, they're saying, look, Dave Canales. Canales went and he seems to be like what they're calling now like the quarterback whisperer. Yeah, shout out to man, look, I don't know how I forgot this. Shout out to my father-in-law. shout out to my father-in-law, man, for Father's Day. And he's actually on his way to North Carolina right now. You know what I'm saying? To spend time with us. Shout out to him and be easy on the road, bro. I see you when you get to NC. Love you. Shout out to my father's road, Alvarez McKendall. So he on his way here. We gonna chill out, eat food, have fun, talk about football, talk about basketball. You know what I'm saying? Do our thing. Shout out to Tim Estes in the building. Say happy Father's Day to all, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this show, man. It's necessary, you know. Let's get it. Back to Pat McAfee and Kurt Herbstreit. Canales, man. Can Canales come in and change the culture? I think the way that you start off changing a team is changing the culture. You feel me? It's good that we talk about quarterbacks and the new pieces that we added and this and that and the defense and the new receivers we got, the draft. We did pretty decently in the draft, but time will tell with that. A lot of great moves, but if the culture hasn't changed, then your team's not going to change. Your team is going to go as your culture goes. Because when you got guys playing for each other, that's how you get wins. You know what I'm saying? There's no other way. This is how you get wins, is when guys are playing for each other. When that guy next to you has your back, the guy that's going to pick you up off the ground when you fall, mentally and physically. So, I've heard a lot of players saying that the culture is starting to feel different. And I seen a video, and I think I have part of that I'm going to show, where Shaq Thompson said when he walks in the building, just things seems different around the league now. We're not in the building. We're not players. So, I mean, I'm going to always go off what the players say and how they feel because they're there. We just have opinions. They're speaking facts because they're there. You know what I'm saying? So if Shaq says like he's walking in, he's a veteran, no matter what I think he is on the field, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, he's saying that the locker room just feels different. He said when he gets there, the energy is different. And that's how it starts, man. That's how it starts. You don't have to be a well-known or famous head coach when the culture is different. When the culture is different. You feel me? And if Canales is going to come in and Dan Morgan is if their first plan is to change the culture, bro, this is how you get the championships. This is how you start changing things around, and this is how you start winning. It's long overdue in Panthers land, and that's winning. Podcast after podcast. Out there. We get on here and we talk, and we try to pump you guys up. Some of us try to talk reality to a lot of people that listen to shows, and we're all tired of losing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if the culture's not different, then we're just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys are tired of watching podcasts. You know what I'm saying? In terms of this, like where you got to go and hear other people feel your pain because we're not winning. Imagine coming to the 704 Charlotte Bound show after 3 wins in a row. And not just those 3 wins for the year, but even if you take a loss, but then you win 2 more right after that. You know what I'm saying? Man, imagine how that feels, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I don't do predictions anymore in terms of the seasons because I just have to wait and see. The team has got to gain my confidence back in terms of that. Bro, listen. The Cam Newton years are over. I even had to tell myself and convince myself of that. The Cam Newton years are over, man. He ain't walking through the door. You feel me? So we got to support and get behind what we have and what's here. you know, and we have to support and get behind the coaches that want to do the right thing, you know, and everybody knows who our owner is. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's Dave Tepper, and it's just like this, man. If dude would sit down and let these dudes work and chill and stay out of trouble, you know what I'm saying? Then we can change what's going on, bro. I know for me, man, that's and I know a lot of other people, that's gonna always be in the back of our heads as Panthers fans. It's like if we do something positive, is dude gonna get in the way? Because he can't sit his ass down, bro. He just always gotta be involved. And it's just like, dude, chill out. Everybody has that friend that just does too much. And that's David Tepper. And it's just, he's not a guy that you can fire. And I'm only bringing him up, man, just to put everything into context, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because since David Tepper has been the owner of the Carolina Panthers, we're not only losing, but it's a different type of losing. It's losing and turmoil and fighting, and we got a divided fan base, and all this stuff came with David Tepper. All of it came with him, and he started it. I'm going to be honest with you, and he started it from horrible coaching selections to trying to do it his way, to trying to override coaches and picks. It's getting ridiculous. But look, man, let me go ahead and get my boy up in here real quick, man. Another father from Father's Day. Start putting y'all hands together, man, for another member of the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. My boy Edge is coming up on here right. Edge, what up, bro?
Yo, what's up, Twan? How you doing, bro?
Happy Father's Day, brothers.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You make sure they cook a steak, or they take you and get you a steak today.
Hey, I can't wish for everything, but you know what? I'll take a steak, though. A steak would be good.
That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's your day. Edge is a father. Everybody that knows you probably knows you're a father of a little girl. You know what I'm saying, man? How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I woke up really early this morning, around like 7 something. Walked around, chilled, went back to bed. Couldn't go back to sleep, so I said, "F it, I'm up."
Hey, look. So I just played Kirk Herbstreit and on my man's show. How am I forgetting his name, bro? I'm having some senior moments already this morning, bro. Pat McAfee.
Yeah,
And they were saying, look, man, everybody said everything about Bryce last year, and they said, can Bryce turn it around this year? And Pat McAfee said everybody was saying that he was going to be the Stephen Curry of football. And did he change it around? Yeah, I mean, can he change it around this year? Can he be what they said he is? Another thing that I wanted to point out, that we probably should stop putting titles on Bryce Young, man. That's only adding more pressure to the dude. He ain't did nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? That's for his biggest fans too out there. He hasn't done anything yet, man. But stop putting these titles on him. You know what I'm saying? That's only going to make him have to live up to stuff that he ain't come out of his mouth with. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that?
bro, he's gonna have to live up whether he wants to or not. He chose to play football. He chose to come. He chose to go to Alabama, which is a pipeline of NFL players. He could have stayed at USC. I mean, yeah, USC is a pipeline, but it's not as prestigious of a pipeline as Alabama.
He wouldn't have USC.
True. I mean, think about it. He chose to go to Alabama. He chose to be coached by one of the greatest college coaches of all times, and Nick Saban. All right. He chose that path to become the number 1 overall pick. But he did not choose the media to say what they said about him. He didn't choose to go on ESPN and be the draft cover guy. He didn't choose that. He didn't choose to come to the Carolina Panthers. David Tepper did that for him. He didn't choose to have this Avengers coaching staff. David Tepper chose that. And Frank Wright chose that.
It would turn out not to be so Avenger.
And he didn't choose to have this type of freaking team that we end up having.
Right.
Frank Wright. You know what I'm saying? But one thing he did choose to do. He did choose to play bad because the bad play calling. He chose that. Bro, look. He wrote his own ship his first year, just like every other rookie writes their ship that first year. And I'm tired of all these Bryce fans talking about, well, he didn't get a fair shot. BS. He got a fair shot. You want to know how he got a fair shot? He got a fair shot because he chose to declare his name into the NFL draft. That's how he got his fair shot. That's where it all started for him.
I disagree a little bit on that. I used to always say the same thing too, man. But when I went back and reanalyzed it, and maybe you're just not there yet, or maybe you won't be there, but I still respect your opinion on it. Like he didn't look, man. He didn't ask for this. He didn't ask for what he walked into last year. Look, the coaches didn't get along. We learned that from that article that was put out there. It was a lot of talking behind each other's backs. Was Bryce a part of it? Yes. But he didn't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't care what quarterback we had last year. If they operated like that, then that was a mess. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But like I said, old boy, the owner, I just don't like saying his name, bro. David Tepper. Look, man, he's got just as much to blame with it too, and he brought Bryce here. But the thing is, and I don't say this for all the Bryce fans out there. I'm not saying this to piss y'all off, but in retrospect, Bryce wasn't even supposed to be here. That wasn't even their pick.
That was also true.
Bryce supposed to be doing shit down in Houston right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a team that he was supposed to be. Bryce could probably be doing much better if he got picked up by Houston.
Yeah.
Look, man, I think C.J. Stroud would have got us about 6 wins, but everything that was going on, man, bro, I don't know. No quarterback would have been happy in that situation. Well, how did Bryce toe into it? Well, Bryce was refusing to do things. Bryce was refusing to do things that they asked him to do with the whole play calling, armband, and all that stuff. And just I look, man, it's like this. Is it Bryce Young's fault that he was not what he was advertised to be? No.
No. The media. That's all
like
media.
you said, when you play football, we ain't thinking about all of that if you go out there and play like trash.
Exactly. He chose not to be in the combine. He only chose to go there and have a backpack on with a Lunchable on the back. He chose that.
He didn't do the combine. We didn't like that.
He
didn't run. He didn't do none of that.
Nope.
The players talked him up, even though he didn't play like that. Was that something partly their fault too? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I can't look, man. I can't say that it ain't like he was no bragging quarterback. But that's the thing, though, Edge. Bryce Young right now, and Cody and them was talking about on C3 on Friday Free For All. Like, it came up. It's like, and I've always said this: Bryce is not a natural born leader because he's not vocal like that. And then some people say, well, there's been some quiet quarterbacks that have won, but you still have to have a presence in that huddle and talk to people. And I'm not saying trying to sun them, but like, I'm the quarterback. I'm running shit out here. Shut up when I'm in this huddle. When I'm talking, nobody else is talking. I'm not trying to say he's going to be a bully because if that ain't him, that ain't him. But in this
that's
league,
not him.
I don't know how the cool guy, the quiet guy, is going to help him. And shout out to Navash, man. Navash said, and I'm gonna let you go, Edge. He said it was always insane that people were comparing him to Peyton Manning. It was to Drew Brees. It was, and then they did try to compare him to Patrick Mahomes. And that's why he's got so many delusional fans right now because they believed it. But Bryce never compared himself to those people.
No, and here's the thing. The reason why he was being compared to Peyton Manning was because of how Peyton Manning's career started off. They were comparing him to Drew Brees because of the height. They're comparing him to Patrick Mahomes because Patrick Mahomes, although he didn't get the brashiness and recognition that he deserved, he got compared to him because they felt like he could have a starting career like how Patrick Mahomes did his first year. But people forget Patrick Mahomes' true first year was his second year. His first year he sat. Then his second year came around. What did he do? He did nothing but just win the MVP, throw for 5,000 yards, throw for 50 touchdowns. Got to the freaking got to the AFC Championship game. He didn't. That's all Patrick Mahomes did. His second year. But here's the thing, though, and this is what I told people before. If we would have had CJ Stroud here, and CJ Stroud would have gave us 6-7 wins, but had the careers, but have the have the stat line that he had what he had in Houston, but we still would have had 6-7 wins. I'd have been fine with that. Because I got something I can build off of. That's what we had when we had Cam Newton. Cam Newton blew stats out the water, set 4, 5, 6 records as a rookie for Carolina and for the NFL. But we only won 5 games. But that was okay though. Because you know why?
No,
because
it wasn't
what
okay.
do we? No. It was okay for me. The reason why it was okay for me was because I got a quarterback that was good. We just had a bad team around him. So let's put pieces around him to make him better. And what did we do that next season? Went to the playoffs that next season.
Okay. Oh, Claire, and if Claire's at home, she can join if she wants to.
Yeah.
This is not a whole male show. Even though it's Father's Day. I don't think I sent the message to her that we was going live, man. I thought I was putting it in the group, but I didn't. I was like, I only sent this to Edge. Now shout out to Vosh again. He said, I really don't want fans to attack each other this season. Whatever might happen, but we're gonna attack each other.
Navash, bro. Look.
Because look, with Bryce being on the team, it is a clear divide, bro. It's a clear divide.
A heavy divide.
We can be nicer to each other, though. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people vocally taking victory laps after every game. That's true, bro. We gotta see. The thing is, we don't have to. Even if you cheer for the same team, you don't have to like each other. But respect goes. If people think Bryce is this, it's like, man, I don't think so. But if you're a Bryce fan and he don't show up, stop blaming everybody.
Yeah, man. Yeah, look,
and for people that don't like Bryce, it's not all his fault.
Yeah, and Navash, look. I'm not gonna attack you. You shouldn't attack me. But here's the thing, though, bro. Here's the ultimate truth. We're all Panthers. At the very end of the day, no matter if you're a Bryce fan or you're just a fan of whoever's on the team, at the end of the day, we are all Panthers fans. So we're gonna, in the words of what I say to my Marines when I was in, misery loves company. All right. If I'm suffering because my team lost, guess what? You're suffering because Bryce Young lost. And guess what? If Bryce Young wins, then guess what? The Panthers win. And guess what? We're all happy. At the end of the day, we're all gonna go through the ups and downs of this whole season, whether Bryce Young is here or not. We're all gonna suffer the same fate.
Yeah, man.
And for the Bryce Young fans, I gotta ask. This is one question I gotta ask, and I just want to know if we somehow in about 3 years.
Let me clear something up for Edge too, in case people are taking it the wrong way. When we say, and when Edge is saying Bryce Young fans, he look, because we're all Bryce Young fans. He's our quarterback. He's saying for the people that think Bryce can do no wrong. That's what he's saying.
Yes, and with a caveat off of that, the people who are Bryce Young fans, What happens in
Bryce Young
about
loves
3 years? In about 3 years, yeah, that's true. What happens in about 3 years if Bryce Young just ain't it? And we trade him, don't pick up his 5th year option, we trade him or we release him. Are you guys gonna follow him to
a
another
lot of them
team?
are Edge. A
Or
lot of them
are
are.
you gonna stay because before we got Bryce, you were a Panthers fan first?
A lot of them
and
are
and
gonna
and
follow him, bro.
and I just want to I want to hear from those people who are solely Bryce Young supporters. Solely Bryce Young supporters. That's the question that I want to know. In about 3 years, what's going to happen if he ain't it? You going to follow him, or are you going to stay because you're a Panthers fan first?
I can answer that. For the people that came to
Well,
this, for the people that came to this team specifically with Bryce Young, those are going to be the people that are going to leave with him. If you're a Panthers fan, you ain't leaving when the quarterback leaves, because then you're just a Bryce Young fan. That has nothing to do with the Panthers. You're just a fan of a guy. It's just like you got LeBron James fans out there. No matter where LeBron goes, like Shannon Sharp, that's the team he's going to cheer for.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But here's the thing, though, with
I don't
with
respect that shit
NBA,
though. I don't respect people that follow players around, man. I mean, you got
it,
a team or not?
yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing though. In the NBA, before all that, they were players that defined a team, and then when that player left, you saw the destruction of the team. So people follow that team. So people follow that player. But you have true fans like you who were a Knicks fan since the dawn of time.
Birth.
Since the moment you open your eyes and say, "Hey, mom, how you doing? Hey, dad, how you doing?"
Knicks.
You was a Knicks fan. You was Knicks. You was Knicks from when Patrick Ewing was dominating against Miami in the mid '90s and everything, getting
I
in
ain't
the
never won a
huge
chip.
fights.
And I ain't never won a chip.
Exactly, exactly. You've been a fan. You've been a fan for that long, and you ain't changed up yet. And Patrick Ewing's been gone, retired in the Hall of Fame for like damn near 20 something years.
Right.
I've been a Heat fan since Dwayne Wade got there, and guess what? Dwayne Wade's gone. I'm still a Heat fan. That ain't never going. That ain't never going to change. That's just me. So
What's up?
I just need to hear from a person who is truly a Bryce Young supporter. I want to hear from that person. Are you going to leave when
Well,
he
I
leaves, or are
told
you
you
going to stay because you're a fan?
they're
I,
not.
I
They're
know.
not
I,
gonna.
I,
They're not gonna stay,
oh,
bro.
I see. I know that, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, because I'm pretty sure you can ask a true Patriots fan. Before Tom Brady got there, they were probably a Patriots fan. When Tom Brady was there, it was Tom Brady all day. But when Tom Brady left and went to Tampa Bay and won another Super Bowl, did y'all follow Tom Brady, or did you stay as a Patriots fan
Mm.
and went and go through the suffering and the hurt and the torment and the pain of watching one of your great quarterbacks win another championship that could have been yours, but
Hey,
not?
man. The link is in the description. So if you want to come in and join in the conversation this morning, man. Father's Day edition, Father's Day special, 704 Charlemagne Show. Got myself in here, torn down in here today, man. My man Ed. Shout out to all the fathers today on this Father's Day,
For
man.
real.
We salute you, man. Especially the fathers that's in your kids' life and doing the right thing. If you're just a dad and you don't help, you don't take care of your kids, and you doing whatever. Hey, look, man. You're not a dad. You're not no father, bro. You know what I'm saying? We only talking about the guys that's doing the right thing. Look, man, we got a super chat this morning with Navash, man. Shout out to Navash. He's in here with us heavy this morning, man. He said, if Bryce earns our respect and balls out next year, I think we all should be able to cheer for him. I know I will. Me and
I
look,
mean,
me,
I will.
me
I
and
will
Aries
too.
Player has been telling y'all, if the dude comes out here and balls out next year, if people go, Twan, you punk ass, you didn't believe or what, I'm gonna take that shit on the chin. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I want to eat crow because if he's winning and the team is winning, then
I'm
I'm
winning.
winning.
Exactly. I want to win. Like, look.
Let
There's
me
been
finish this
quarterbacks
statement
out
though.
there.
My
Oh yeah,
bad. Let
go
me
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
read it all. He said, "I don't like how some Bright supporters say you can't be a fan again if he balls out. That's stupid ass jargon. Navash, don't listen to no. That's dumb shit. That's
So
young shit. That's young. That's YOUNG shit. That's young.
Oh man.
That's some
Well,
young stuff.
if that's the case, if that's the case, for those fans who are like that, let me ask this real question: Were you guys some fans when we got Jimmy Clausen? Were some of y'all fans when we got Jimmy Clausen?
I was a
He who
fan of
must not be
Junior,
named.
but he had to go.
Exactly. But I still think, Jimmy, I'm pretty sure you're never gonna hear this, but you know what? I do thank you for being on this team because you did help us get the number one overall. You did help us get Cam Newton. So that's the one thing I do appreciate that you did for us. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. Probably the only great that's probably your greatest achievement, getting us Cam Newton.
Yeah. It's not that greatest. I mean, well, yeah, it is for me, but
It is for me. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't
especially at the
that first
quarterback position, bro.
that first year I was like, look, out of all the quarterbacks we had, that was that one guy I was like,
Look,
why did
I'm
we
gonna be
get him?
honest with you though, Edge. You remember we did it. You remember when we did the show and we had to show people the actuality
Oh
to the
God.
quarterback of who we really in our past. Man, look, when it comes down to quarterbacks, we probably had over 40. But
Yeah,
the only two quarterbacks you could talk about in our existence is Cam Newton and Jake Delhomme.
exactly.
Nobody else
Exactly.
did nothing.
I mean, I can talk about Steve Berline. I can talk about him. He was the
That was in the very, very beginning, and
exactly.
yeah,
He was in the
one
very
season
he
though,
was in the
Ash.
very
Yeah,
beginning.
1 year.
I know he had 1 year, but that 1 year he took us to the playoffs, man. We were a game away from going to the Super Bowl. We were a game away from going to the Super Bowl. And we beat Green Bay. When everybody kicked, no, it wasn't Green Bay
Yeah, the
because
1
we
year
lost to
winning
Green
streak.
Bay. We lost to Dallas, and they said that Dallas was gonna stomp us. I
Shout
mean,
out
we
to
we
Detroit.
beat Dallas on the 1 yard line. So come on, man. He gave Steve Bernline gave us that. He gave me hope. He gave us that. Okay,
Okay,
at the
shout out to
quarterback
Elizabeth
position.
Lassiter. She said facts. Stop calling fans fake for justified criticism of Bryce. If it's justified, just listen. Stop defending Bryce so much that you're not willing to listen. Stop talking so much shit about Bryce that you're not willing to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you cut off the communication, that's when the fucking argument starts, bro. That's all it's gonna be. That's why we gotta start winning, bro. The only way you can fix the fan shit is winning.
Yeah, like Shannon Sharp said, is winning cures all. No matter how bad the team is, winning cures all. That's a
It
thousand
does.
percent true. It's 1,000% true. We can hate the team how it's built all we want, but if we keep winning, then hey, I'm fine with it. I can fix this next year. I just know it's not gonna be here. Like that's just me. That's just me. You know.
Petey Quick said, "I wonder what would happen to the head coach at the time if he would have had a change of heart and drafted C.J. Stroud instead. We'd probably be still looking at the same coaches from last year.
Yeah, we will 100% be
I
looking at
don't
the same
think
thing.
anybody would.
And
I don't think anybody would have got fired because we would have won 6 or 7 games.
no, no,
I
we
don't.
we
I
we,
can't.
we
But
wouldn't.
can I for the? Can I prove that? No, I just think that.
No, and think about it. That if we would have got the change of heart, and if David Tepper still would have done what he's done, and then Frank Wright would have said, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and look, we are not drafting Bryce Young. We are not drafting Bryce Young. Put the ticket in for CJ Stroud right now. Put it. But David Tepper, I don't care. Put it in.
I'm gonna tell y'all
He
something real
does that.
quick.
He pulls that off. He's gonna look like a genius.
Let me tell you
Frank
what
Wright would
happened,
look like
bro.
a
Yeah.
genius.
No. But the thing was, that's the thing, Ash. The fucking owner wanted to look like a genius. You're not the
Yeah, that's
coach.
true.
You're not the coach, bro. He wanted to look like the genius.
Mm-hmm.
You flipped your coach to try to make yourself look good, and you're the worst owner out there, probably in sports. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
It's only gonna get worse. And granted, he does want this whole revamped stadium and everything like that. I mean, I don't like it because what did we do to deserve this revamped stadium?
Man,
All
he
we're
only
doing is
doing
putting.
that. He only
But
doing that to fill his own pockets out. That
I
shit don't
mean,
got
I
nothing to
mean,
do with us.
the only thing he's doing is putting screens around the goddamn outside part of the stadium. That's it. That's all he's doing. He ain't revamping nothing. He just putting more screens around the stadium, and that's it. That's it. That's all he's doing. I mean, he's not changing the field from turf to grass. He ain't doing that. He ain't putting a dome on the thing. He ain't doing that, so we can have a Super Bowl here. He ain't doing none of that. I mean, he ain't doing nothing. He's just yeah, just putting screens around the stadium, that's all.
All right, man. So look, the next thing we're gonna do, man, is I got a clip from Cam Newton's 4th and 1. And Edge, I want you to hear this clip. I want everybody in the chat to hear this clip. And then we are going to discuss it. I don't know why my laptop is moving slow today. Something's going on.
Sound like you need an update.
I don't know, man. Reset my routers or something. Let's go.
We got some. This is what it's supposed to look like.
This is the future of Bank of America Stadium. A modernized fan experience featuring a reimagined exterior with a park-like setting, inviting new spaces for the community to gather and celebrate sports, music, and the arts. New state-of-the-art audio and video technology designed to keep fans informed, entertained, and engaged like never before. Unique social spaces with stunning views of the action and the beautiful Charlotte skyline. Brand new seats and redesigned concourses with diverse concession options that celebrate flavors across the Carolinas.
Oh.
It's a destination that
ain't none of this shit gonna be worth a fuck.
If what?
If you got the chairman, the president, or the CEO, or the person who's making the calls isn't at one with the city.
Hold tight. Hold tight. There's too much going on right here. All right. So look, Cam said you can build a stadium, Edge. You with me?
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Cam says you can build a stadium. He says you can build a stadium. He says you can want that stadium built, and you can tell the fans that you're gonna build that stadium. So it's a whole lot going on. I told you, man. My apologies to the fans out there. My computer trying to do its own thing right now, bro. It's going slow as hell. Yeah. What is going on today, bro?
You might want to check that. Might want to check that antivirus, man.
I got the antivirus on my joint.
Well, make sure it
pop up. It's these damn pop-ups, man. That's what it is. Hold up, I got you. All right. So let me just take that down altogether.
There you go.
So Cam said, look, you can want that stadium all you want, and people can say and Tepper can tell y'all about this stadium to hype y'all up. He said, but if the administrator, if the heads and the people in Charlotte are not on the same page with him, that shit will never get built.
And how many times has David Tepper burned the Carolinas?
We already seen one situation fall through. Because we're getting hyped up about the stadium that's supposed to be ain't finished until 5 or 6 years from now. And Cam is saying, look, bro, if these people don't get along, it'll never be built.
Look at the situation with the Commanders and their last owner. How hard it was for them to get how hard it was for him to get a brand new stadium built for damn near 10 years, and the other owners in the league was getting pissed off at him because they taking money out of their pockets. You guys some of you people don't realize this. these owners, yeah, they do talk, but some of these owners truly hate. There's some of these owners truly hate each other. Why? Because because when an owner can't get something revamped or get something redone, you're hurting the other owners. You're hurting the other owners. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who your team, who the owner of your team is. It just matters about who you are as a person. And everybody knows the three top owners that everybody runs to that gets the final say on everything is Robert Kraft, Jerry Jones, and the freaking and the Hunt family. No, nope, and Pittsburgh. Sorry, my bad. And the Pittsburgh family. Those are the main four teams that get all the recognition and all the and get all the recognition and everything because they are the top owners that breaks down the whole thing. And if they ain't happy, then y'all, the rest of the owners ain't gonna be happy. It don't matter who it is. You got to get your approval from approval from those top four owners first before anything. And you notice how I did not say David Tepper in there, and David Tepper has the second highest and it has the second highest freaking gross rate for himself, the second highest. But yeah, I didn't mention him in that ownership docs. Why? He's only been the owner for 5 years, and he think he a dog. But he ain't Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft, or the Hunt family, all right, or the Rooney family. He ain't them. He's not them. He will never be them. So piss them off if you want to. You'll find yourself on the own team.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. It is what it is. You're right. So and we'll come back to that show because they discuss some other things on there that I want to get into. But let's go with this next story, Edge. Oh, I need to reset my damn computer.
And can I just put this in perspective and everything? And Cam Newton is right. I mean, if David Tepper is not incohesive with the city and the leadership of the city, he's not gonna get nothing done. He got nothing done. I mean, he already burned Rock Hill. He already burned that to the ground. And we supposed to get a practice facility right there in Rock Hill. Supposed to get a brand new practice facility, state of the art, everything.
That was just a practice facility.
Exactly. Now you talk about a stadium, a whole new stadium for a team, If look, let me tell you something. If that were to happen, you might as well go ahead and build another freaking stadium just for the Carolina Panthers and keep Bank of America there for the soccer team. I guarantee this: that soccer team will sell out Bank of America Stadium before the Carolina Panthers do.
That's fact.
They've already done that. The soccer team has already sold out Bank of America more times than the Carolina Panthers have in the past since the freaking inception of the goddamn soccer team. And the soccer team been in the playoffs one time, and they sold out more seats and more stadiums and more stuff than the Carolina Panthers have.
That's demographic too, bro.
It could be demographic all you want. It's the people. It's the people.
Yeah, I mean, because people don't want to come sit down and my thing is, like with what you said is, the soccer team loses too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing a whole lot much more, but it's just a demographic with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into no soccer debate, but if you choose to go to soccer games, that's on you.
I'm not going there.
That's a PSA. I don't like it. As shirts will be a part of the merch. That shit really is gonna be a part of the merch.
Shoot, if really is. Look, I'm telling you right now, man. If we come up with some quotes here, we're gonna probably try to throw it on a t-shirt. Mr. Yogi, he probably gonna have his own shirt. Yogi.
Hey, look, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go ahead and promise y'all right now. Look, I'm gonna release the merch site in 2 weeks. I'm already working on it. And Elizabeth said, "I want a shirt," and I know she gonna buy one.
Elizabeth, we already know what shirt you want. The Yogi shirt and the Men Don't Own Sports. That's the Men Don't Own Sports shirt. Don't worry, women, you are also gonna have your own shirts. You are definitely gonna have your own shirts as well.
But you can just laughing. Okay, shout out to Flame for Jesus said I got labeled, and see we talking about the culture of the fans right now. He said I got labeled after saying that I was hoping for the best and expecting the worst. So I started talking facts then, and numbers and such is facts to me. And then I saw something that Elizabeth said that I like, and she said, "Flame for Jesus, some people don't even like you giving them facts, and those are the people I can't deal with."
Yeah.
When you can show them this is what's going on with the Panthers, this is such and such or whatever, but you let your own personal feelings get in the way of facts, don't debate with those type of people, man.
Nah, don't debate with them. Just
You ain't
get
going nowhere.
just
You ain't going nowhere. Shout out to JSU
yeah.
in the building. JSU in the building said, "What's the topic?" It's numerous topics today.
Numerous
Today
topics.
on the this is just a Father's Day special where everybody going on out here. And okay, so look, man, the next subject right now is and we're talking. We can stand with the theme of culture right now, man. And Andy Dalton, backup quarterback, he didn't have to say this. He has no skin in the game by saying this. It says the Carolina Panthers veteran reveals immense difference under Dave Canales. The key word of all this is immense. Immense. That means critical. It's like it's way more. It has more positive on it. It's like a 180. You know, it's a grave positive turnaround. And for a guy who's probably not even going to play, he didn't have to say this. He didn't have to say this. It says that look, man. I said it hasn't taken Dave Canales long to implement his ethos across the Carolina Panthers. The head coach is younger than most tasked with holding top jobs around the league. This brought a fresh approach and renewed energy that quickly became a breath of fresh air across the franchise. Canales
You know who's getting AI right?
Well,
What happened here? AI.
with HPE GreenLake, we have access to supercomputing to power AI at scale,
Helping to give us better insights.
helping leave our competition in the dust.
Bro, look, the pop-ups is the worst shit ever. Let me read this thing quick so we can get the fuck up.
Oh damn.
I'm to the next thing anyway, man. And the thing I wanted to leave with, he said, Andy Dalton said, I think from the beginning, Dave Canales has come in and he's tried to build relationships with everybody as quick as he can. And he ain't talking about plays and all this. He's talking about the dude came in trying to change the culture. And it's been fun for me to get to be around him. This man ain't even gonna play. He ain't gotta say this, Edge. He said, I've kind of known what he's done in his time in Seattle and then obviously last year in Tampa. But it's all about building up personal relationships, and he's been trying to do that in a lot of different ways with a lot of different guys. Obviously, when you're new, there's a lot of new faces. It takes a lot, but you can tell how important it is to him. You and this started off with my soliloquy this morning, man, coming over there. If you don't have the culture edge on a team, your team is not going to be anything. You can bring in all the recruits, the players. If it ain't no culture in the building, you ain't winning. What say you, bro?
For a guy who's not going to be playing, he's saying this.
He ain't even got to say this. He ain't even playing.
Some people need to adhere by his words of what he's saying, of what the coach did. All right, and I can honestly say this is probably the number one thing that we needed to get was the coach. And since we got the head coach, once you get the head the head coach right, everything else is falling right into place. It takes time, but it's gonna fall right into place. And the reason why it's gonna take time is because you're building everything up. And once you build stuff up, it's gonna be kind of hard to bring that down. No matter if you win or you lose. So and when you win, you feel good, but when you lose, you're still gonna be together. All right, and then nothing's gonna break you down when you lose. All right, nothing's gonna break you down because you're together. You got culture and you got standards. All right, and yes, Canales is probably. I think he probably is this head coach right now. I want to say, I'm pretty sure he probably is, but he's coming to the worst team in the NFL. And we all know this, Twan. We all know this, as African American. When the African American head coach comes up, what does he usually get? He don't get Patrick Mahomes. He don't
Trash.
get the Lamar Jacksons. He don't get Josh Allen's. He gets the Sam Darnolds, the what's the Jimmy Clausens, the freaking the Josh Rosens. He gets those quarterbacks on the worst of the worst teams. We got Dave Canales off. We got Dave Canales in here coming, and Dave Canales came off a playoff win against Philadelphia with Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay. All right, we're getting him. We're getting that guy. We're getting the guy who wears his heart on his sleeve, and he is immersed in the culture of togetherness because of what he has done in Seattle and what he has done in Tampa Bay. This is the type of coach we don't get this type of coach. Worst teams don't get this type of coach. We get a coach that's going to be here for maybe a year or two, and hopefully he turns it around within that time frame. He doesn't turn around within the time frame. We just get a brand new coach. And I know that we've always said that, we returning to the Cleveland Browns, returning to the Detroit Lions. If Dave Canales can turn this whole thing around, and obviously the players, the Red Rocket says that he's turning stuff around, I don't believe we're gonna be the Browns or the Detroit Lions. I believe we're gonna go right back to where we were. And I'm not even gonna say 2015. I'm gonna say 2003, 2004.
Uh,
That strongness, that togetherness that we had back then.
mm-hmm.
That's just me. I think we got the. I believe we got the right head coach. I mean, the quarterbacks are the Andy Dalton saying all the. I'm not even gonna say politically correct things. He's saying all the things that he feels and what he's seen. He's there, people.
Yeah,
He is there
he
in the
has no
offices.
skin in the game, bro.
Zero skin. All he's there is just to educate Bryce Young and hold a clipboard for the man. That's all he's doing. And he can stay there for like another 4 or 5 years if he wanted to, and just collect a paycheck and play snap duties. When the game's done, the game's over, we're losing, we're winning, the game's already over. He can come in and just do snaps until Bryce Young gets hurt.
Let me go ahead and tell you, I got to bring something else up too, man. And shout out to Flame for Jesus. He said that's a fact, Twan. I respect Andy Dalton for saying it. I am still in wait and see mode, though. Me too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me too.
Hey, me too, bro.
I got to point this out. There is something out on YouTube now that I think it says 704 Charlotte Bound something. 704 Charlotte Bound. We are the 704 Charlotte Bound show. We are not the 704 Charlotte Bound, the other show that people are probably thinking is us and is subscribing to. That is not us. That is a disgruntled person that we was dealing with that is trying to gain something out of this situation because of a disagreement with me. That's not us. That's not us. He has a right to do it. I don't have anything, with that. I'm just letting y'all know that is not us. We are the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, and you will see our faces in our logo. That other logo has 704 Charlotte Bound, our brother that we represent, and who we named the show in honor of him passing away. But that's not us. I'm just gonna leave that at that. I'm not gonna say any more about it, but that's not us. You can join if you choose, but it's not the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. All right. Sorry about that, Edge.
No, you good. You good. You good. You good. Oh, and if anybody were to ask me anything about some of these blueprints, I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I was burned by the last blueprints of last year. I'm not watching no blueprints until the season starts. When the season starts is when I start watching the team, and then you'll get my unscripted
Stay watching the
opinion.
blueprints.
I'm not watching. Look,
you about to get ready to watch some shit similar to the blueprint, though.
Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. And I told people this. I told people this. Like, look, you gonna watch some blueprints? I'm watching no blueprints. I'm not watching nothing until the season starts. When the season starts, I'll start watching games, and then, like I said, you'll get my unscripted opinion.
Yeah,
which basically also means I don't have scripted opinions.
Yeah, I look at the blueprints for content creation, and that is it. But like even with the first blueprint, we didn't show that. A lot of other podcasts did, but that's just hype videos, man. I mean, I gotta see it first. I'm not helping them out with something until we see it. Y'all spend y'all hard-earned money, and we get behind this team, and then we got this. I told you the scary part about the Carolina Panthers will always be David Tepper. It's scary. It's like a disease, like when you about to go get your STD check or something like that, or whatever, for the first time in your life, and you like start thinking about everybody or whatever, and you just like, oh man, please let me come out of this. That dude is always on your like behind you as a Panthers fan, and you just like, please do not fuck up all the things that I'm doing to support this team, because you just won't chill. The worst type of person that you could try to tell what to do is a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think like us. Hey, look, man. So look, the Panthers Huddle, the last Panthers Huddle show. I'm not going to show this whole thing, but I'm going to be responding to some of the things I saw with my man Edge. Edge, let's just go ahead and get started, and I'll pause when it comes, bro.
Got it.
On this special episode of the Panthers Huddle, offensive coordinator Brad Idzik joins me in studio. Plus, a new and improved bank. Learn more about the proposed renovations to Bank of America Stadium with team president Christy Coleman. And the Panthers get to take a high-speed trip to visit with some of NASCAR's legends. Hello and welcome inside the Panthers Huddle. I'm Carla Gebhardt, and the 2024 season is sneaking up on us. In a little over a month, training camp begins for the Carolina Panthers, and as the team continues to form...
I'm going to tell you something else, man. I'm going to say this.
Coach Dave Canales.
I'm going to say this on behalf. I'm going to say this on behalf of all Panthers content creators out there. The shit that the Carolina Panthers does in terms of entertainment, like this show right here, the Panthers Huddle, I don't respect shit like this. I don't. If the Panthers want to really do something, then go out and hire one of these podcasts that are really doing their thing, that the fans are going to respect a lot more. Not the blonde hair, blue eyed supermodel that can care fucking less about the Panthers talking about the Panthers. Everybody want to be Hollywood instead of just doing the right thing, bro. Go hire one or a couple of these Panthers content creators and let them run the show, bro. Let them do a show, man. Set them up studio, boom, boom, boom. I guarantee y'all will get a lot more followers and people will respect the shows a lot more, man. Stop doing the flaky shit, you know?
Veterans are setting the example for the younger guys. Coach Canales sees it and correlates the effort to success.
Makes it easier because a lot of the young guys who haven't been in this mode before, they just get to follow their lead.
Yeah,
and like I've said before, too, it's the work ethic of guys like Derek Brown. You know, our best players happen to be our hardest workers. And so it doesn't leave a lot of space for the rest of the group to kind of pick and choose what they're going to do. They just got to go. They got to go hard and they got to work at it.
DB isn't the only leader on defense setting the example this offseason. Cornerback J.C. Horn has been grinding to get back on the field and stay there.
I mean, I know that without the fans saying that or anybody else. I mean, I watch tape. I know what I'm capable of, and I still feel like I'm one of the best DBs in this league, and I just got to be out there to show it. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing.
Another vet coming back from injury.
All right, let's start right there, Edge. J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn. We know what type of player he's been in the past. We know his story. We're Panthers fans, you know what I'm saying? We know when the dude is on the field, he's a killer. He's a killer. He's not lying when he says he's one of the best. But as the key words is what? When he's on the field. And what's the best ability, Edge?
Availability.
Availability, man.
Well, I give J.C. Horn this. At least he knows what he needs to do. His priorities are lined up in a row with what he needs to do, and he knows what he has to do. He knows that he needs to get on the field and stay there, and he knows it.
My thing is, I'm not here to talk crap about J.C. Horn. I'm just saying I paused it right there because he appears to be good to go every camp and before the season starts. And then, you know, look, man, just in case you don't know, you a fly on the wall or a fake Panthers fan, then J.C. Horn, man, the 2 times he's gotten injured, man, were non-contact injuries. It was his own. Backtrailing or something. He had a foot injury and just, you know, like nobody hit him. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, he is injury prone. I'm not going to ask that stupid question. When you have 2 injuries and you play and you've been on the sidelines more than you play, yeah, you are injury prone. But imagine what this dude can be and how he can help this team out if he can stay on the field, Edge. How can a defense look with J.C. Horn playing all year?
Well. Here's the thing: we almost had it. We almost had it the year that he got hit. The year that he got hurt at Tampa when we were a game away from going to the playoffs, and he snapped his wrist during that Tampa Bay game. When all we had to do was win that one Tampa Bay game, and we would have won the division and been in the playoffs. So we already basically, in a sense, already have a season of him playing until he got hurt in that game. All right, and then the next 2 seasons were early outs.
Claire says you already watched episode 1 of the Blueprint. Stop it.
No, I haven't. I don't remember episode 1. Shoot, if this is episode 1, then I'm watching it for the very first time.
No, this is not it. This is Panthers Huddle. This is a show that comes on late Saturday nights or something. Go ahead.
Oh. Well, hey, look. At least J.C. Horns know where his priorities lie and where he has to do. So, like we all said, wait and see.
All right, man. Let's get back to it. Man, look, I just think this defense can be dangerous if J.C. Horn can stay out there at cornerback. I mean, we picked up his option. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I thought that was wild. But if the dude is on the field, bro, it's going to be crazy. I just know that, you know what I'm saying, if he has a great year this year, he can't be expecting no bag, though. No serious bag.
No, he's not.
You know, let's go.
Has been one of the hardest working players in the blue and black for the better part of the last decade. and he sees the positive attitudes from the coaches reflected onto the team.
Honestly, man, this team came together pretty fast. There's a lot of good energy in the building. I mean, you walk in, people talking to you, speaking to you. I'm not saying like it never was like that, but it's just, you could just feel just the energy and the presence of everybody, you know.
Second-year defensive coordinator.
All right, we'll stop right there again. I told y'all earlier in the open soliloquy, man, that it was players, and Shaq Thompson them said that the energy was different walking into the buildings now. I'm gonna tell you something that he completely lied about. He said, and I'm gonna tell you like this. You know, as a human being, that this doesn't make sense. He says, the energy is fresh, it's new. You know what I'm saying? It's good when you walk in the building now. He says, not that it wasn't like that before. You lying, bro. Then why would you point that out?
Well, I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying that, you know, you could tell what was real and what was not. But like it,
if you say something exists now, then it didn't exist before, or you wouldn't point it out.
Well, you gotta think about it. He's been here for a decade, and before this horrible regime came running through, he was in a system where, you know, you had that same energy. So, and technically, he's not lying. He's just over exaggerated of how long it's been since it's actually been there, like this, like fresh energy.
That was podium talk. He's lying. That shit was not there before. He knows that energy was not there before. He knows
it was there before. It was there before when he first got here for the first 3 years, and then when the regime and everything, David Tepper came, it was not there, and everything like that, and everything.
Trust me. He said what he said, what he meant the first time, and then he immediately went to podium talk, talking about not like it was before, because he didn't want to piss nobody off. Look, man, it was. If it wasn't, it wasn't. It wasn't.
That's true.
We know. Look, bro, if it was good vibes in that building all the years before now, then it won't no results from that shit.
True, but also here's another thing though. It's the same thing that he's saying. Basically, the same thing that Andy Dalton's saying. It's fresh, it's new, it's different. The energy is flipped. So, and Andy Dalton ain't got no fight, got no dog in this fight to be playing. Shaq Thompson's coming off an injury, and he has a huge dog in the fight to be starting. Even though we drafted 2 linebackers, he has a dog in this fight.
He really.
So, no, he do. He do.
Shaq Thompson is gonna be a all-time Panther like his whole career. By the time he leaves, ain't nobody gonna want him. Hey, shout out to C-Dog, 1983 TV. Shout out to C-Dog, and he says Happy Father's Day. And only the way that C-Dog can say it. He said Happy Father's Day, niggas.
There ain't no C-Dog without him saying rolling with that.
Claire said, as we watched the day it came out, I opened with Dan Morgan at his house early in the morning. We were literally sitting next to me. She said, Edge capping.
I don't remember.
It's Father's Day. You ain't gonna call him out on Father's Day, Claire.
Look, I don't remember. Okay, if we watched it, we watch it. I ain't watched all the other ones though.
Ed said, I ain't watching the rest. And then when that shit come out, he could be right there.
Jero Avero bringing some familiar faces over with him to Carolina as well, including former Bronco Josie Jewell. Jewell is glad to be back with his former coach.
Yeah, I loved it, man. Coming back to this type of defense with Coach E and Pete, familiarity with some of the coaching staff is amazing for me, and picking up the old lingo that we used to have in Denver. For me, you know, the familiarity is big, and it just helps me be able to feel comfortable and, you know, take big steps forward.
On offense,
somebody said this dude was Luke Kuechly-ish.
Whoever said that, stop it.
He knows who he is. I can never get that shit out of my head. Me and Poppin' Bullets had to argue with this dude for about an hour. And he was like, that's my opinion. If y'all don't like it, then you don't have to be on the show. That's my opinion. He said this man was Luke Kuechly-ish. And these are some of the content creators that are out here now saying stupid shit like that. It ain't no ish. It ain't no it. It ain't no ing. None of that.
The only person who can be Luke Kuechly is Luke Kuechly.
And
End of
guess what?
story.
And he ain't even played a down yet for the Carolina Panthers, but he's Luke Kuechly-ish.
That's what people say. That's what people were saying about Peyton Willis.
Yeah.
From North Carolina
It's
State.
all about soaking in the new systems from Coach Canales and coordinator Brad Idzik. Reports out of OTAs say quarterback Bryce Young is adapting well, and he certainly feels optimistic about it.
Teaching, they do a great job of not just telling you, hey, do this. It's do this because of this. This is the reason why we do it. And, you get more, for me at least, it's easy for me to buy in knowing the why and knowing the details behind it and just their philosophy.
We're going to tell you something right now, guys. Say what you want, but that was a total shot at the coaching regime from last year, bro. But it's at the same time, it's a positive thing that he's saying. Bryce Young is saying that they was telling him what to do last year, but they weren't telling him why he should do it.
He needs to wear that wristband so he can know why.
At least he didn't hold back. I mean, Shaq Thompson tried to pull his comment back, but Bryce didn't pull his back. I mean, that is a complete shot at the old coaching staff, but they ain't here and he's still here. So, I mean, I'm inclined to believe Bryce on that because, I mean, Frank Reich got fired and half the coaches that came with him ain't here no more. He said they were telling him do this, but they weren't explaining to him why. And again, with Dave Canales, you know what I'm saying, that's a part of changing the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just tell you to do something. I'm gonna explain to your ass why. But I thought Bryce was already like the master intellect guy. He should have figured it out on his own. I'm just totally joking with that part though, but let's go.
And clarity in how they coach. It has all of us in the locker room really excited to learn.
Running the ball is going to be a priority, according to Coach Canales, led by running backs coach Bernie.
Did y'all hear that again? Running the ball is going to be an emphasis. I've said it a lot of times.
How they coach. It has all of us in the locker room really excited to learn.
Running the ball is going to be a priority, according to Coach Canales, led by running backs coach Bernie Parmalee. He sees teamwork in a running back room brimming with talent.
It's just about them taking care of their own business. That's what it's all about. We know going in that everyone is competing. It's a hungry group, got a really good group. They're going to have fun doing it. There's no egos in our room. That's awesome because that's hard to find.
The new direction is also suiting well for guys.
Look, man, shout out to that coach. And if, he could come in and do his thing, I'm totally behind him, Edge. You know what I'm saying? Bro, look, I got to tell you, man, Deuce Staley was one of my favorite coaches that we ever had because not just being a running back coach, but I mean just his message and how he talked to these guys like men. He didn't sugarcoat no shit. He felt
that's all running back coaches.
Yeah, he felt with us because of his association. I mean, and let's be honest, if we're gonna say Bryce Young didn't have the weapons or whatever, then look, I mean, Deuce was a part of some shit last year that he shouldn't have been a part of. You know what I'm saying? The Carolina Panthers, and it's just like he didn't have a whole lot. I mean, one of our running backs didn't pan out, and I mean he had Chuba all year. But look, damn, Chuba almost got 1,000 yards. So, yeah, man, Deuce is gone because Frank was gone. That's bottom line. But I wish we could have kept Deuce because this team needs that type of coaching. All teams need that type of coaching.
Yeah, whether you're afraid to admit it or not.
Yep. Let's go.
Up front, including a homegrown talent looking to bounce back in his third season out of NC State.
I think we're really playing to our strengths, which I'm excited for. And definitely excited to run the ball this year. That's one of my biggest strengths, obviously. So excited to showcase that every chance I get.
Soon.
What did I tell y'all, man, on the last show, man, when we was talking, bro? Look, Icky, we've been getting on Icky's ass, but Icky came in. I'm going to be honest with y'all, and this is what y'all should know. When we went and got Icky was not a pass blocking specialist.
No, he was not.
He was
and
a
that
run
was
block
shown from the
specialist. And when they were showing his highlights and things
beginning.
coming out of NC State, he was mowing people to the damn ground on the runs, bro. You know what I'm saying? But does he have to learn how to block on On passing situations, absolutely, because you have to learn it all at the NFL. But
Mm-hmm.
my thing was you did not run plays last year to his strength.
Yeah, and everybody knows whether you're a beginning part of learning football or you're a master class at it. Running sets up the pass.
Every time. Say it again. Let him say it one more time.
Running the ball sets up the pass. It
You will
sets up play
never
action.
you will
It
never
sets up
have
the
a
option.
exactly. You will never have a pass game if you can't run the ball.
Yeah. I mean, look at Kansas City. Kansas City is known for pass.
They're different.
Pass.
That's different.
Here's the thing, though.
They're different.
They got
They're
a quarterback. They got a quarterback
You
that
got
can
an
do that.
assassin back
But what helped the Chiefs? What kept the Chiefs in games? Isaiah Pacheco on that run game. Isaiah Pacheco don't run hard. Don't run hard just to be running. No, he runs to get yards. He runs to set everything up. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of passes, but when Isaiah Pacheco gets that ball, it's over. You can go ahead and count like 5 first downs with that man on one drive.
I'm disagreeing with that.
Hey, look,
you can know that Patrick Mahomes is going to pass the ball and he'll still kill your ass, bro.
Yeah,
Pacheco was an added factor, but the run game didn't set their run game didn't set up their pass game. That's just what they do.
That's true, but here's the thing.
How about this though? Will you agree with this
What's
though,
up?
Edge? Their pass game set up their run game.
Yeah, their pass game did set up their run game because you spread them out so damn much.
If you play back every time, then Pacheco had an easier time to run the ball.
True, but also this Isaiah Pacheco did help my fantasy though.
Yeah. That's your fantasy. We talking about real life. Let's go.
Panthers will be put to the test, but there's still a lot to be done before all that hard work pays off on the field. And we are a few short months away from finding out.
Something's good happening here, and I'm really encouraged where we're at with our teaching of our systems, the teaching of our concepts. I feel like we're ahead of where I was at last year. Not trying to compare, but just looking at, coming into a situation where I have some familiarity, the carryover has been really refreshing for me.
Each year, the Panthers take a day during the offseason to volunteer at various charities and organizations across the Carolinas.
All right, that's all I wanted to go with right there. I mean, if you didn't know that, Carolinas they linked up with NASCAR and they showed them changing tires and shit like that. That ain't got nothing to do with football, so I'm not. It's nice that they did that, but I don't really care. I don't want to see tires. That's just team building. If you ever work at some jobs and Claire should know all about that. Those are team building skills. You know what I'm saying? To get the guys more familiar with each other and setting up their brotherhood. That ain't football. But I'm glad they did it. You know what I'm saying? That's just any team.
Yeah. Well, okay, and so I can definitely see from those clips that I have seen, I can see that the team is more.
Okay.
They're more. What's the word I'm looking for? They got more purpose. They have a bigger purpose and everything. And you can see what Andy Dalton was talking about, togetherness, and you can see what Shaq Thompson was talking about, the fresher breath, air, and energy. Like in some of the clips, you can see that, and I can see it. But here's the thing, though: you can have all that all you want, all of it all you want. What's going to happen when these games that you're going to be playing start actually counting towards a record?
You're right.
Like I said, I'm Kansas. You're gonna have to show me.
So Edge, we got I feel like the team is like on paper. Shout out to Petey Quick on paper. You know what I'm saying? The team looks like it's coming together quite nicely. And But we've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I'm not totally impressed with, because it is a new team for him, and I want to get your opinion on this. I'm glad that we went out there and picked up Jadeveon Clowney. Not mad at
Yeah,
that.
I'm
And
not mad at it either.
I know some people that's going to defend him on this, but I think new team, you should have made a presence by now. You feel me? How do you feel about him not showing up for the different little things? You know what I'm saying? OTAs, I mean, early, practices and things like that. I know some of the stuff is voluntary for him. He's a veteran, but it's a new team, bro. You still got to learn how we do shit. And somebody said that he is working out and doing his thing. He's just not doing it with the Panthers yet.
Well, look, he can do what he needs. Look, he can do what he needs to do. Not every player is gonna show up because because they can. All right. I mean, he's not fighting for a contract. He's not sitting out because he wants more money. I mean, the dude's older. All right. He already had a successful career. I can't say anything else but successful because he has had some success in his NFL career, even
But
though he's
would you
been
want him to?
on
Would you want him to be
multiple
here
different
if he was
teams.
the coach?
Yeah, I would want him to be here and everything and everything like that. If I was the coach, I would want him to be here and everything like that. Even though he does his own things, everything. I would want him to be here just to show presence and everything like that because he's a veteran that people are going to lean towards. Like, hey, how can I do this to get better? Or if he steps here, do I step here or do I come across there or do I just bully him through? You know, like yeah, and I get and I understood and I hated it before when we got all these new guys that needs time on the field, they need to get practice in, niggas plays in. It was like, well, we need to get all these veterans on this play thing. We need veterans on the team, but we still got some of these young guys who still need to get on there and play. You can practice all damn day all you want. You're not going to get better until you actually get on the field against another player on a different team who runs a totally different system than you, and you play, and then you learn from that system, and then you actually apply what you learned, and then readapt it to the next week. So that way you can get some familiarity of what you need to work on as an individual and what you need to do to get prepared and ready for the next game. Because every team that you face is going to have a different philosophy and a different scheme and a different setup. Every team has it. No team is going to be the same.
Well said, bro. Well said. As far as me, I got a little difference of opinions when it comes to Jadeveon Clowney. Like my thing is he hasn't been good enough over all his years to be missing shit, especially with a new team. He had a decent year last year, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm glad we went out and got him in terms of his sacks or whatever. But my thing, Jadeveon Clowney's career has not been a star-studded career. You know what I'm saying? And I get you working out and doing your thing, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else because you still are working out. But I think you need to be around. Look, if you're trying to change the culture, Edge, and I told you, you got to change the culture first. Then, look, man, then he needs to be there. You know what I'm saying? Around the guys. Even if he don't work out, just giving his advice, things that he sees. You know what I'm saying? So he's got more of what he can see coming. I mean, look, man, Jadeveon Clowney, and I hate keep pushing this thing though, but he ain't a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I get it when you come in and like you one of them dudes that don't need to be, drilled and whatever. Like you gonna do your thing no matter what. But Clowney don't have those type of years every year. You feel me? I
No,
mean, do you at least feel me where I'm coming from with that?
no,
If he,
I,
if
no,
he
I,
was a,
I
if he
do.
was a superstar, edge, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, then I wouldn't trip. Like if Luke Kuechly said was like, I'm not coming until it's time for us to show up for training camp, then I totally would get it at that point, especially around his 7th season or something like that. I would get that. You know, if you got what was the lineman for the Rams that just retired?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, like, man, look, I continue to win defensive player of the year. Yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But Clowney don't have that type of resume, is what I'm saying. To
He
be
don't have.
missing.
He don't have. He don't have
And
that
the
type of
main,
resume, but he has had success.
right. He's had some. It ain't been a whole lot.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
You know,
It
because
hasn't.
or
But
he wouldn't have been on the amount of teams that he's been on if he was making it happen like that. He'll be signing making some kind of crazy money. He ain't making crazy money because his college career didn't show up like that in the NFL.
no,
I'm
it
just
didn't.
saying that, the main thing with me with him being missing is culture. I'm telling you, ain't got nothing without the culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a high school team with no culture? What do, Ash? They lose.
Mm,
They
they
lose.
they
All they do is
they
lose.
they
You know,
they mope around like the
they
first
don't
play,
care.
the first running play can go for 15 yards and already the team is defeated and the game just started.
Yeah.
They let a 15-yard run get them down and it's downhill from there. You can't pull them back.
The reason why a lot of a lot of schools in college don't win is because of the culture. Look, man, kids that love culture knows that those type of teams win, and that's what they want to be a part of. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
When the coach said, when the coach is like, I don't care what you did at such and such, right? This is what we do over here. You can go back and do your own thing with the way you like it on a team that never wins. You show me a losing team, I'll show you a bunch of guys on that team that like doing shit their own way. They don't like authority. They don't like being told what to do. And it sounds like I'm describing just people in general in this generation. But look, man, but when you really look at this generation, do you think it's not looked upon as very successful? If you can't listen, if you don't listen to direction and people that
Criticism.
know something well, then you're gonna fail. That's with
That's
everything.
true.
It ain't just football. Because if you think you're the
That's true.
smartest person in the room all the time and you're not, then it's just about you. That's not culture. That's personal.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
got
I
a
mean,
team full of guys trying to get their own personal goals, and it ain't about the team, it's about me getting my numbers, and I ain't trying to help. That's not culture. That's personal. If
yeah.
if Dave Canales is coming in here to be like, I just want to be the coach that turned out to change the to get 6 or more wins, then that's personal. That's not culture. But if he's like, look, I want to get these guys on the same page first before we start talking about other shit.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% true. And then like I said, with Clowney not being there, I mean, does it have a bad look for him a little bit? But I'm not going to stress about it because
I'm
when
not
he's
stressing.
there, I'm not going to stress about it. But I'm not going to stress about it because of this. I know what I'm going to get out of him and everything like that. I'm at least going to get about 40, 50 tackles, maybe 5, 6 sacks, and maybe like 10 tackles for loss. I'm not gonna expect, Clowney of the Houston Texan days. I am not expecting that. I'm expecting Clowney, veteran minimum, and that's literally all I expect out of him. As long as he shows up and he can bring something dynamic to the table to show out and help out with this team, then I'm all for it. I can tell you this though, he's a better culture fit and a better freaking veteran fit than freaking Justin Houston was.
Well,
I can
see,
guarantee that.
let me tell you something, Ash. Let me tell you why I have a problem with what you just said. But you got to follow me on this. We're talking about culture, and you was just like, and you said, I don't care if he doesn't look like his best when he was with such and such. Man, when you start changing the culture to some shit, that's all I want from him. I don't want hand me down this guy, man, on any player. I don't want the player that's gonna give me the bare minimums. I want the player that's gonna give me the most. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I don't like statements like as long as he gives us. Nah, bro, I want it all. I mean, when you start changing the culture, that's what a coach demands of you, man. I want it all, bro. I don't want your minimum. You know what I'm saying? You could have kept your ass where you was, bro. I want Jadeveon Clowney's best.
no, I understand that. And I see where you're coming from,
Yeah.
but also I look
That's
at
when you changing the
it.
culture. When I expect the
Yeah,
best, and he knows it.
that's true. That's true. But the reason why I said the way I said it is because he's not going to be on the field all the time. So that's the numbers I'm going to get from him.
So he
I
ain't
could
got
I
no excuse
want.
then to not give his best every time he goes out there.
That's true. That's true. And if his best is what I named off, then that's his best because he's not going to be on the field all the time. But as long as he's bringing in some culture for what he's going to be doing, then hey, let's get it. Let's get some wins out of it.
Let's get some wins, bro.
That's all. That's literally all I want. All I want is wins. All right, I need wins from Clowney. I need wins from Bryce. I need wins from Canales. God damn it! And Canales is starting to show it. And I need wins.
And that's what I'm talking about with the culture, bro. Well, ain't bring Canales in here to just, hey, look, man, get us 6 wins or whatever. No, bro, we need you to come in here and change shit up. It's expected of you. You
Yeah,
getting paid. Look, man, people work way harder to get paid a fraction of what these dudes get, man. Look, bro, look. I'm playing a game that I love, or I get to coach a game that I love, or I get to coach a game that I love, and I'm getting millions of dollars, bro. I'm gonna give y'all everything I got for millions, bro.
For real, man. Shoot. If I had a chance, if I had a huge strong chance to play this game, bro, bro, I'm gonna give you all until my body says no. When my body says no, then I'm leaving. Like I got look, my knee's gone. It's literally my knee is literally gone. I can't go no more. My body physically says it's not going anymore, so I have to retire. I have zero choice.
Yeah, man.
That's the only way I'm leaving.
Yeah, well,
That's
your
the
body
only way
break
I'm
down when
leaving.
it was different. Shout out to
Yeah,
Claire.
when your body breaks down, it's different.
Fabian Chassion has done the same thing. Apparently, Jags fans have said that him not participating is normal outside. Is normal outside of his rookie year. To me, Chassion won't make the team unless we need that. But yeah, I don't see it with him either, Claire. Shout out to Kitty 17 in here, man. She was, I first seen her comments over at the Black Cat Panther podcast, and she asked me over there one day. I didn't forget you, sweetheart. She said, Twan, she was like, "What's the name of your podcast?" And shout out, look, man, we're gonna give it to her like we always do with all our new people over here, Edge. You know what I'm saying? And I think she deserves it. You know what I'm saying? I think she deserves it. But we're gonna show her, what we do over here, man. Over here at this show, and we're gonna give it up to her. The 704 Charlotte Boundway, man, and y'all right now, you know what I'm saying, if you're standing wherever, man, go ahead and start put your hands together. Team up in here, bro.
Yep. And she talking about we need that 2015 culture back. Well,
hold tight. Shout out to Kitty 17 coming over here spending some time with us today, man. Hey, look, we welcome you to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man.
Yes, we do.
Claire, another female over here. Men don't own sports. We don't. We want this podcast to be a place where everybody feels comfortable coming here, especially the ladies, you know what I'm saying, to come over here, because a lot of these ladies out here know about more about football than some of these dudes out here running their damn mouth saying they do. Let's go.
You're right.
And she said, we need that 2015 culture back. And Edge, what you say, bro?
It's gonna take a while to get that
Requires that
culture
type
back.
of leader, though. We had a leader on that team,
It,
Cam Newton.
yeah, we had very strong leadership with very minimal players besides Greg Olson, but that defense was a monster. But we you was right. You're right, Twan. We had Superman. We had Cam VP. You know, we had him. We had a dynamic leader of a culture of Cam Newton to do that.
Hey, Edge,
And
I want you to. Ed, I gotta stop right now, bro. I gotta stop with you right now because you ain't noticed this. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, bro. Let me go. Look, I gotta do this right now, bro. I just
go
saw
ahead.
something crazy, and it's not crazy at all. But I gotta point this out. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna lower it, but we're gonna have it going the whole time, bro. All right, I'm gonna keep it low. Hold tight. Now you know what? I'm gonna put some music to it.
All right, what you got?
I'm gonna put some music to it. When I tell y'all that the 704 Charlotte Bound Show is a movement, this is what I mean. We got Claire Aries in the building, Edge, on Father's Day, female. We got Bitchikins in the building, right behind Claire in the chat, female. We got Kitty 17 in the building, right behind her, female. We got Elizabeth Lassiter in the building, right behind that, female. The ladies can come over here and spread their wings because they have just as much of a voice over here as the men do over here, and they know they shit, bro. Out of all these females that I see in the chat, they bring some of the dopest and the most invigorating questions and say some of the smartest things in the chat, bro.
They sure do. Shoot,
Shout out to the ladies, man. Even on Father's Day, shout out to the ladies and their incredible way with the 704 Charlotte Bound Show to show up, man, and represent each other, bro.
Yep. And Bitchkin's thing said it best. Wins come from a team with a hive mindset and an undefined vision.
Look,
Come
man,
on now.
Y'all fellas better understand, bro. It's a movement out here with these ladies in sport, bro. You better get it together with the Caitlin Clarks and all the ladies out here doing their thing, and the ladies that's coming with that know the sport of football and know these things. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I listen to intelligence, and if you ain't talking intelligence and you talking some dumb shit, then you know I'm telling you, these ladies will kindly step in and do that, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They coming. They've arrived. To be honest with you, bro.
And they hurt your feelings.
You want to talk crazy? They gonna walk away, and they will embarrass your ass if you think you know more than they do.
They hurt you too. They will hurt your feelings and have a smile on their face while they do it.
They've arrived, bro. You better get your shit together because these ladies is not playing, bro.
Nope. Well, trust me, we've seen it firsthand on it. We seen it firsthand on this show. Some guy try to come at Aries Claire with some crazy stuff. She dropped facts, and the guy he had nothing to say. He had like, all right, I'm out. He left. We didn't want him to leave the show because he was putting up good stuff, but she just happened to have the ace in the hole, and she threw that trump card out, and there was nothing he could do.
Kitty 17 said, "We ladies been strategic all our lives. Shout out to all the Panthers ladies. Bars,
straight bars,
straight
bars."
Hey man, hey, you guys out there thinking football is not a woman's game? It ain't. And I'm not simping. I'm telling the truth. Look, shit, you better get your shit together. Don't get embarrassed, bro.
For real, don't do it. It'll hurt your feelings.
I'm telling you, bro. You better. All you Madden players out there that just play Madden, hey, look, don't get your
This ain't
feelings
Madden.
hurt. Don't think you know
This
football just because you play Madden.
for real. Unless you put a helmet and some pads on, you ain't.
I'm seeing a lot
Don't
more
get yourself hurt.
ladies coaching football on the sidelines of football, and they ain't over there doing no dumb shit. They got the clipboard. It's coming. I'm telling you, whether y'all like it or not, it's coming.
Yep, they got the clipboard, they got the headset on, they yelling at the players and everything. I mean, shoot, the 49ers had a female coach that was in the Super Bowl.
Bro, I don't care.
Come on now.
I don't care who get encouragement out of it. As long as you can pull encouragement out of me and pull the best out of me, I don't care who it is.
For real. For real, man. Shoot. You know what? And I think and to wrap it up with all that with all that and everything, with Clowney, I believe he's gonna bring some of that because of who we got in the building. We got Canales in the building. You know, and I remember what you said, Twan. I remember what you said. I mean, did David Tepper really have a choice about hiring Canales? Like, did he truly have a choice? Because honestly, that was the only coach that we truly could have got. That was really the only coach. We wasn't gonna get freaking Jim Harbaugh, which all these Panther fans, well, we can get Jim Harbaugh. No, Jim Harbaugh was not coming here. There was talk. I remember there was like a small inkling of a talk about Bill Belichick. I mean, Bill Belichick was not coming here. You know, that there was even the freaking. I remember freaking. Who was it? Freaking the new Atlanta coach, the new Atlanta coach, Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris talk about him coming here, and that wasn't gonna happen. Look, we all knew that when we did not put Evero as a head coach, the only logical choice that we was gonna get is Dave Canales, and nobody knew who Dave Canales was until we saw this man on the sideline at Tampa Bay being the offensive coordinator and the quarterbacks coach for goddamn Tampa Bay.
Shout out
like
to
nobody
Bishop.
knew about Dave Canales.
Didn't.
Like,
but if he gonna
nobody.
be the one that's gonna change it around, I'm with it. Shout out to Bitchikin. She
Exactly.
said, shout out for you for being secure enough in your manhood to make room at the table for women. Hey, look, Bitchikins, listen. If men won't make room at the table for y'all, man, then make your own damn table. You ain't gotta slow down for us. Y'all ain't gotta slow for us. Shout out to Relax and Talk Sports. He says Panthers ladies, XOXO. And Claire said Bitchikin's facts. I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, bro, and look, I'm telling you, I've been telling Claire this for a long time. We are definitely gonna get together and we're gonna present a show with nothing but ladies on the show talking about the Panthers, for all the Panthers ladies, talking about it will be no men on that show, just so y'all can see just how powerful these ladies are, bro. Just so y'all can see how powerful these ladies are. Just so y'all can see how powerful these ladies are. I take pride in being a guy in the Carolina Panthers content creators when putting together this show, man. And I came to Claire, and I knew it was gonna be taboo. I knew it was gonna be some dudes like, what? A black dude asking a female, but you know what I'm saying, in their eyes, asking a white female to be on a podcast with them, you know what I'm saying, talking football. They thought that was crazy. But guess who the joke is on? When they found out,
On them.
damn, this girl know her shit, bro.
Yep. And everybody respects it too. They know. They all know.
Don't judge a book by its cover, bro. I put Clay up against any of y'all. Don't get embarrassed. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't get embarrassed. Kitty Kitty says Tepper does seem ATM to be giving Canales a little more freedom, letting him bring in his own staff. Yeah, man, we just want Tepper to sit down. Let him and Dan Morgan and Canales work.
Yeah, I mean, David Tepper did say he was going to be in the background.
And what's crazy about that, and the theme of this, is it might be Nicole telling Tepper to sit his ass down. Chill, bro. You done already went and got another quarterback that I didn't want.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
look,
that's 100% true.
she's made way more sense than he has.
It's probably a good, strong reason why.
Like she
We're
know
just
better
not going to say
football
it.
than he does. Shout out to Claire. She said, I've been cut off shows the moment they hear my voice. I've been told your opinions are no good here. Go back to the kitchen. 704 Charlottetown is my home. Exactly, bro. Salute to Claire, man. Salute to Claire and all the ladies out there who know football, man. Flavor Jesus, very knowledgeable ladies over here at 704. I appreciate and respect all of you. That's great, bro. These ladies are coming. It's nothing y'all can do to stop it. We don't own football, bro.
Nope.
And I'm
Man, that's a beautiful.
gonna be honest with you. I would love to see some female football. I think the football that they present with the ladies right now is some stupid shit with the whole you damn shoulder pads or the jersey with the bras out or whatever. That's some dumb shit. Let them put on some real equipment and show what they got, bro. It's women out here that really want to play on football teams, bro. Like on female football teams.
Well, they actually do got a football league where it's all females and they actually wear full blown
But
pads and
they
everything.
won't show it. They won't show it. They think it's not entertainment. You don't know what entertainment is until you get them a chance, bro.
That's true. That's true.
And shout out to Kitty. She said, I started watching football at 17 to spend more time with my daddy. The whole family is Chiefs fans from first to last breath. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you really. Except me. I chose the Panthers in 94 as my team. I'm the odd man out. Yeah, she went against the grain. But
she went against the grain.
Yeah, but look, bro. But she dedicated to the Panthers. She's like, I didn't want to be like everybody else. But
Hey,
damn,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Balls in your way.
Oh man. Well,
said that Aries, I think he might have been a little intimidated by Morgan. Yeah, man,
possibly.
we gotta get the ladies on the show, Edge. You know what I'm saying? That shit just gotta be in the work.
It got to be heavy in the works.
You gotta be just
and yeah, and then it's funny because what you said about because what I think one of the ladies brought up like about David Tepper not being in the way. I mean, David Tepper did say he was gonna start stepping back. I mean, is this the really true sign that he stepped back? You know, since he did let Dave Canales pick his own staff, are we truly seeing him truly step back and let the coaches be coaches of what the fans, keyword the fans, wanted him to do?
The thing with that dude, Edge, is that deep down inside he didn't want to do that.
No, he didn't want to, but he saw the results of what happened when he did.
He wants to be the hero, Edge. Just be the billion-dollar owner.
I know. Look. He's trying to be Jerry Jones without being Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, and it's been so said so many times. Jerry Jones wants to know everything from the socks to the jocks of the whole freaking Cowboys.
And when he took on that attitude, he ain't won since.
Well, no, he did. He did win. He just did some stuff that was very, 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 very questionable.
You didn't hear what I said. When he started taking on that attitude that I want to be the hero, he hasn't won since. Jimmy Johnson, he didn't like that Jimmy Johnson was doing all that winning. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
No. He did like it. He just was upset that he wasn't getting the credibility. He wasn't getting the ownership, the credibility, the acknowledgement of the winning that Jimmy Johnson was getting. And honestly, and it's been said so many times, if Jimmy Johnson would have stayed, that would have been a 90. That would have been. They literally would have been the Chicago Bulls of the 90s in basketball. That Cowboys team would have literally been that in the 90s.
So I got
what I'm saying?
Let me play this clip and we'll get into it.
Hey, let's have a great day. Big boys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big boys. Gotta get up and get set.
We try to put our offensive line in a situation to have success in pass protection.
Trust your eyes!
And that 2.7 seconds just happens to fall into a natural rhythm of throwing it to the first or second guy. And it takes everybody. The timing and depth of the receivers, detail of their work there. It takes the footwork of the quarterback, the accuracy of the throw. It takes the pass protection of the offensive line.
Run him! Run him! Run him!
As we build that type of a pass game, you can rely on the ball coming out before the pressure hits you if you can get it out in that 2.7.
Hey, let's have
Bars. Look, man, what I loved about that is Canales is telling you, man, how everything works when it comes together perfectly, you know what I'm saying, with from the line and how we built the line to do their thing, from the speed of the wide receivers and being great route runners, and from the footwork of the quarterback back there. I mean, he didn't really include the running backs, you know what I'm saying, but it was no need in that situation. But all that stuff is a marriage, and when it comes together, it can be beautiful, bro. It can be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I was not happy when we got Canales, but I can tell you one thing about this dude and what I know about him right now. I'm no longer upset by that, because at least his vision is correct. His vision is correct, and he says the right things. You know what I'm saying? And I shout out to the offensive line coach. He's starting to win me over too. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think camping was a bad. It's nothing that camping can do about injuries. And again,
Campbell can't do nothing with injuries, but
because of that regime he was with last year. But this is Canales' guy. It's who he wanted, and we got to respect that. But bro, if it could come together like that, it could be a beautiful thing. And that can be,
I believe it.
And that's wins. You know what I'm saying? I mean, over there on the other side of the football, I mean, we got another great talent leading those guys, and Evero, you know what I'm saying, over there, and what he's trying to do. And it's just like, bro, those are great problems to have. And I'm just looking forward to see how it comes together, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And with that being said, with Evero, if he does well again this year, can you honestly see a head coaching regime for Evero with another team? Because you got to think about it. Not all coaches are gonna stay because Evero wants to be a head coach. I know he wants to be a head coach and everything like that. Since he didn't get it with us, if he does well this season, if the defense does very well this season, even if we have a losing season, Evero can still get a head coaching job. Will David Tepper try to block that again, or will he just say, "Hey, I gotta let this man go"? There's going to be a team.
Before we get up out of here, let me give y'all an example of dog-eat-dog world, and I'm glad what Ed just said. I hope that the culture is so good. We spend a lot of time today talking about culture. I hope the culture is so good with the Carolina Panthers that Evero might not want to leave, and that he won't. He's like, I don't want to take certain head coaching jobs if it ain't the right head coaching job. Because guess what? When you are a bad team and you don't do things right the whole time, and then all of a sudden you start winning and you start looking good, then the teams that are used to winning, they start coming for your pieces, bro. They want you to stay bad. Then they want your coaches. Then they want your whatever. Anything that's good about your team. We've already seen this shit happen before in the past or whatever. You know, we let a lot of good people on our team go. You know, Chris McCaffrey, DJ Moore, and a plethora of others, due to a lot of bad coaches on our teams and just not respecting the players like that or whatever. And now we have to watch these guys play on other teams because the Carolina Panthers coaches of the past didn't value those guys, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That part is true. I mean, for like the past 3-4 years, we have been known to be pit stops for players who just need a quick, like, hey, I need a quick freaking revive to show what I can do. Let me go ahead, go to the Panthers, get my career reset again, and then go to another team and then make 2 or 3 Pro Bowls and a Super Bowl, a la James Bradbury.
We've been
drafted him. He leaves, makes the Pro Bowl with the Giants, and then goes to the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
instead of just paying that man. All they had to do was pay him. And then the guy they brought in, they paid $1 million less to, and it's crazy. Instead of just paying that man and just letting that man just be great with us, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we learn from our damn mistakes, but we don't know yet. We'll see if we've learned from our damn mistakes. And
Yes.
go that, you know what I'm saying? As man, we come to the end of the show, man, right at 2 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? And happy Father's Day to everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, that came to spend time with the 704 Charlotte Bound show today, man. This is the 704 Charlotte Bound Father's Day special today with my man Edge, who is a father. Shout out to you, bro. Happy Father's Day.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all. Shout out to all the fathers out there. Shout out to Nick and Ray, who are also fathers.
Shout out to Nick.
And everything like that.
Nick earlier too, bro. Shout out to Nick. Nick is too.
Yeah, Nick Gaskins. Okay, Nick Gaskins. Okay, the bearded man. shout out to bearded Nick, and shout out to Mr. Yogi himself. You know, who's also a dad as well, man. Shout out to all the dads who was in the chat. You know, we appreciate y'all. You know. And we thank y'all for being here.
Yeah, man. Claire says, shout out to Carolina Phoenix women's tackle football team. Shout out to her, man. And we thank Kitty 17 for coming over today, man. Represent the ladies, you know what I'm saying? And represent the Panthers like only they can do, man. We were glad to have you over here. She said, would you imagine if we kept those players, CMC, Moore, Burns, Foreman, Louvu, Chen, too many. We didn't need to keep Chen. Chen won't happen. You know, I don't know where he fell off, but he was good. But all the rest of those people, man, bro.
I understand where she's coming from. We would have kept all these players today. Now, I mean, that would be age.
It would be crazy.
Woo! We would have to, bro. If we kept that type of players and teams, man, we would have to tell players, look, man, we can't sign. We already got our 53-man roster, and the practice field is full. We got the money. We just can't sign you because we got all of our players. I'm sorry. We're going to be denying players to come here because we ain't got the room.
Some teams do that. I mean, it's not. As much as I love that, it's not possible because you can't pay out.
It's not, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to shell out.
Pay all those guys too, if they're all.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, if you really look at it, Luke Kuechly's still supposed to be on the damn team.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly's supposed to be on.
He probably would be around this time when he would be getting ready to retire or leave, bro.
Yeah. That's 100% true. 100% true. I mean, that's wow.
Yeah.
Oh, damn,
Bruh,
Luke.
I ain't gonna get into that because I will get depressed with that shit.
For real, man. I ain't gonna talk about that, bro.
Man, I salute you. Happy Father's Day, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, dog.
We about to get up out of here. This is 704 Charlotte Bound Show, man. Look, hope you guys come back. Have a great day. We out.
Yeah.